All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. Sorry for that little delay, but we're back in business now, ready to get started here with our lower bracket finals between, as I get the overlays up, there we go, Killer Orcapod on the orange side and Team Orca on the blue. This is a rematch from the first round of matches today, where it was Team Orca who sent Killer Orcapod down to the lower bracket. So again, the two whale teams, Orca teams, coming in to I'll do it one more time, one final time to make their way to the championship. Now, that said, I'm Palador, of course, joined this time by Swift earlier, and this time by Sir Dimwee for these lower bracket finals. So, welcome back. Been a few weeks.
It has been a few weeks, and yeah, just a few more to go before we get to the proper season. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see these guys play. I didn't catch the game earlier. I wasn't home at the time, and I trust this is going to be a good game, just from the names I'm seeing on the screen and the reputations that follow them. This should be good, huh?
Yeah, it should be. One of the, I know for Team Orca, anytime I mentioned in the last cast, you have a championship player, Jaywalker, coming in off the North American Championship win in VRML. Anytime you have, especially that caliber of a player on your team, you're automatically going to be looked at, as potential favorites, and just the same, you're going to be under more scrutiny. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come back here in this match, because in the first one against Killer Orcapod to start off the day, it was a sweep around. Both rounds came down to the last minute. It was a 3-point win in both for Team Orca, so it wasn't a huge margin victory. Then meanwhile, in the semifinals, Team Orca went on to face Ocean's 11.5, went to 3 rounds and lost on that one. Kind of started losing steam. The rhythm wasn't quite the same. Passes weren't connecting quite the same, but now they've had a little bit of time to regather, and we'll see if they can have the same success they did earlier in the day.
Well, all right then. Yeah, I'm excited to see these guys play, especially Chocolate and Jaywalker. I'm expecting them to be fast. I'm pretty sure I've heard people talk about them being fast. And let's get going here. Woo!
Yeah. All right. So lower bracket finals. The seal on the line. The rest of the seal tournament on the line for these two teams. The loser goes home this time, or I guess stays home, as the case may be. Meanwhile, the winner advancing to the finals over in that upper bracket against Ocean's 11.5. So first joust underway now, as the clear goes right back to the orange side.
This is a little ping pong here to start this round one between the two teams. Caden going to slow this one down as he passes that one across there to Filibus, trying to draw that defense out. Jaywalker pressing really hard there. Does get away from his player there, so he's getting back in the play as this one moves up now into the field here, but B-Love going to back that one out. B-Love bringing that experience, and I've had the fortunate opportunity to play a bit with B-Love. We were on a team together for a little less than a week, technically, but we did get to practice together, and he knows his stuff. And oh, what a stop there from Farting Crab, who another player I have a little history with. Every time he sees me, he's like, "You know who I am?" And I always say, "Yeah,
who is he?"
Could have been King Crab, Krusty Crab. He went with Farting Crab. He's like, "Yeah, you remember me." It's a little in-joke between me and him from many months back, maybe a year or two ago.
Well, he definitely has the defensive capabilities. He had his claws all over that disc the last 2 days. I've seen Team Orca several times now, and each match he's definitely getting a handful of handfuls of that disc. Now, speaking of, there's Supreme Buns with a clear. It's going to get not through because there's a backstack just biding their time. In fact, there are 3 players back there, look like, for Killer Orcapod, so they're all able to get there and now go on the offense, maybe to take advantage, but no, right back to the wedge.
Yeah, what a slap out there by Crab there as he gets taken by Buns. He's going to send it all the way in. Buns, another player I was technically on a team with, that one for a few weeks there at the end of the season. I hopped onto, I always want to call him Guinness, but it's not Gambit. I was on Gambit for a short time with those guys, and they were definitely a lot of fun to play with. So I know what Buns brings to this team.
You know what Caden brings to this team is a couple scores.
Sending that one in.
Word. So 2-0 now. First points going Killer Orcapod with 7:43 remaining.
So this is what happens when we take this many weeks off, man. I don't have my rhythm yet, dude. Oh, it's gonna take a minute, but it's probably good that I'm hopping in here today to help out with this one because yeah, I really needed to put my chops back, work on my chops a little bit as that one gets sent across the mid there to Jaywalker. Oh no, that one's gonna get flubbed, but farting crap is there to get the grab.
That was on me yesterday for sure. I was feeling all kinds of weird just controlling the cameras for that matter, but feeling good today as well as these teams feeling good, trying to buy themselves that championship opportunity here for the Weekend Cup. That is Seal League. I always want to say Seal. It should be maybe C, because all of it's C themed anyways in terms of the name, so it should be C League. Maybe, I don't know. Because I keep wanting to say Seal League, but then that would be redundant. Seal League League. Either way, they're trying to seal themselves a victory here for both sides.
Yeah, wasn't it Sputnik yesterday? Didn't he bring up something about Sea Org? Right? Didn't he reference that yesterday? I think I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, he definitely did. And Farting Crab, he's once again getting some grabs. Shot taken a little bit far out, so not the most difficult save of the day for him. That one getting knocked out this time by Jaywalker, just off the hands or maybe the body, either or. Cruisin will try and reset that to the top pocket. Caden's in the area. Gets it, but not for too long because Jaywalker is there with the immediate fling. That does not quite ring true.
Ooh, a little uncharacteristic of Jaywalker, but Chocolate there to take out the trash. Put one in for a good 3 from 11 meters out. Good shot there from Chocolate coming in on the boost. I didn't catch his boosting partner, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got together with Jaywalker. But no, I don't think it was Jaywalker. I don't know what's going on, Powder.
Well, they scored, and that's what matters. So joust advantage going back to Killer Orca Pod. And Filibust QBing here. Filibust playing for the season on Skull Crusaders. Now disbanded, but nonetheless had himself a good season there. And Supreme Buns. There's that not Guinness Gambit player you were talking about. And doing well for himself is Chocolate from Nebula. Getting the disc for a moment as a shot goes through, just off, maybe bouncing off the barrier and right back to the hands of B-Love.
Speaking of bounces, I don't know if you have columns running on the cast, but somebody took some incredible exception to a bounce at mid there. And yes, it's going to be, who is that? Supreme Buns. So I was trying to send that one back to the goalie, but there's no goalie. So no one there to accept it, almost own goaling. You know, I did that in a scrim with my own SEAL team. Sent it back to the goalie. It ended up being a beautiful shot right in the bottom corner pocket.
Yeah.
But no, that it was intended as a pass, and I was a little embarrassing.
Yeah, it happens from time to time to the best of them for sure. So Jaywalker will go out to Supreme Buns, anchoring for the pass, trying to make it soft enough to reach, but unable to receive it. So instead back to the midline, some punches going out, Farting Crab getting the better end of that, and handing it off to Chocolate as well as Jaywalker in the bottom as Jay gets a soft boost, looking for the tougher pass, couldn't quite make the catch.
You know, quick turnover now. Who's that? Caden trying to track that one down under pressure there. Trying to send it away. Takes that goofy bounce off the off of Pac-Man there. And then that one, I believe that was Buns getting that one sent across. And then into the hands of his teammate there. Going to slap it back. And a shot there from Chocolate off the backboard. 8 meters a second from 8 meters out. That's a 1 second shot. Good for 3.
No.
And Team Orca's up by 4.
And now that shot as well, not only, I mean, it was soft, but it also hit right in that tight corner. Usually, a lot of the time you expect to see it if someone's going to paint the corner off a backboard, it'll go towards that top area, but that one just hitting the side and just manages to squeeze past the defender. Of course, that said, that one not squeezing past Supreme, at least not immediately, but the second attempt does go through for Cruisin' right over to B-Love, who's now eyeing himself maybe just a walk-in goal as the defense rolls by and stuns him.
Yeah, unfortunately there on the defense there, you got 2 players in the goal, and it's never something you want to be doing. Definitely doesn't help. Usually, obviously, you're going to want to send one out. They know this, though. I'm not, no lessons here. That was just a good shot there from B-Love as he had that pressure. That sack came in. He got stunned out as he sent it away, but he got it in nonetheless, and that's a 2-point game. So
Jaywalker rolling to Chocolate, and some good brawls. Look at that Supreme Bun brawling with Caden, and still manages to tap off to find the disc, and then the back pass to Chocolate, who backs it once more to Jaywalker, and Jay backing it yet again. So a crisscross to get it back to the midfield and just reset themselves and maybe find some open passes again for easier offense.
Ooh, look at this pass sequence here. Jaywalker going up there to Buns. Buns, though, that one's going to get deflected out of the bubble, and then the back line there. Can't get that. Was Farting Crab trying to get a hand on it. He can't. And that one's going to get set all the way back into the Team Orca zone. And but they do get the chain there first. That is Lit and Jaywalker that are getting there first. So I obviously got to point that chain out because you know that is a power couple right there.
Absolutely.
Oh, the phrasing.
They are a speedy stack as the speedy shot gets right back off the backboard and not bored at all. Very entertaining in this match, and on that shot, the Jaywalker doing it all day long, especially in the earlier matches too. He had a couple, 2 or 3 of those tap threes. I mean, his precision and just consistency with those tough shots is pretty amazing.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's that's one I always tell people.
That's amazing.
No, is that going to go in? Ooh, that was very close. Supreme Buns almost getting that tap in. And the pressure here. Jaywalker forcing the turnover, going to send up to Buns. Buns going to take a shot. Look at that, putting that one in. Oh, from start to finish. That was a great play there between Jaywalker and Supreme Buns on those players from Killer Orca Pod.
Yeah, so 11-4, only a minute 35 remaining, and unlike the first matchup that we saw about an hour and a half ago or so, this one, at least the first round, much more in the favor. Looking like it'll be that victory. I mean, we'll see how the next minute and 20 seconds pans out here, but again, that first match, it was down to 3 points in both those rounds, so I'm sure Orca, after their recent loss, they're feeling a bit better here to start this one off.
No. Ooh, my angle was not good for that shot. I couldn't tell. Jaywalker getting that one, sending that one back to Buns. Buns going to go across underneath there to Lit. Lit trying to get that cut pass, and he does. Supreme Buns going to dunk that one in for the 2. And now Orca's up by, got to do math, 9.
And that was the delectable pass from the chocolate to Buns. So there you go. The how do I combine this? Chocolate, hot cross buns. There you go. With the cross passing. And we'll be cruising, just managing to sail past Supreme again there with a duck. Always risky to give those, but manages to get it through. However, intercepted by Farting Crab deep in the back line. Going over to Supreme now, 13-4. Gonna go for a train of sorts. No matter what, though, they're looking good for this round 1.
So, you know, when you say chocolate buns, you know what it makes you think of? An eclair, like a chocolate glazed donut. You know what I mean? So they're the eclair pair. That's so ridiculous. I'm going to stop.
Well, I'm going to try and repair the damage that Dimwee's doing as we get Supreme Buns unable to convert on the shots. 13-4 is where this round will end. And there we go. I do appreciate the effort, though, to turn it into a donut pun. The eclair pair. I mean, at least it rhymes, so you kind of got half good.
Right? I mean, at least I got a rhyme out of it. You know, it's not perfect. It's actually bad. But that was a good game, though.
You can't do one, do the other. You know, you don't got the puns, get the rhymes, and that way you can cover yourself like a glazed donut.
You know, I had a job as a teenager glazing donuts, and it's actually pretty boring.
Well, did you at least get free donuts?
Yeah, we got like the stuff that was like you know, didn't look pretty, or if it didn't sell for breakfast and they were starting on lunch or something, you take some donuts home. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but they had an old style like a cash register. They had to like, you couldn't, there was no automatic, like it wasn't like they're giving me a 20, here's your change, you know what I mean? Like you had to figure it out. And I was 14, I was the only one in the store who could do that in my head without the pencil and paper. And they were acting like it was magic. I was like, guys, come on. You know, like they're spending at most $12. Come on.
It is magic. Now see, if I had someone in my child or my teenagehood that had me doing mental math on donut selling, maybe I'd be better at math. Yeah, I don't know. So, you know, you should be grateful that you got that training, Dimwee.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Silver lining. You know, I got to work on my perspective. Oh, then we got to restart. Excuse me. Yeah, restart.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what happened there because there was a restart anyways, but maybe someone wasn't actually ready. Who knows? Whatever the case, false start. That's okay. Don't have to go nuts. We'll just go back to the donuts. Oh, they're good. All right, they're good. Heard it here first.
Speaking of hearing it first, so it is official. I have been kicked off of Team Synapse.
RIP.
And they are looking for a replacement for me, and I was a replacement for Andy. So go ahead. Go ahead. PM Zach or YouTube if you're looking for a tryout for Synapse.
End of an era. Well, regardless, I think we got ourselves the real start. Indeed, as coming in flying hot, it's Jay Walker. Maybe a shot. Indeed, right in the pot. It's 3 points. Pot of gold for Orca. Team Orca.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. I know that's one thing that Joker was at least you know, I did a whole super cut of their joust the first 8 weeks of the season, and they were consistently really good at it. So I'm not surprised there by how quickly we got our first 3 points on the board there from Team Orca.
Yeah, they are. I know, just coming into this this weekend after the auctions and such, we everyone kind of figured that Team Orca would be one of, if not probably the fastest team potentially in Seal, and definitely showing a lot of that great capability between their roster. Here's a shot. Oh, that is a great one from Supreme. That's not even the first time he's done that today. Hot shots, hot crosses. He's got all of it, showing the offensive guns.
You know, that shot right there, that's one I'm seeing. It's about as consistent as the boop shots. It's one that once you get it down, it's a fine dumping if you got someone to chase it down, and it also kind of works as a nice little shot there if they got a goalie playing a little bit out. And yeah, another 3.
You know, people that, hold on, a turnover, Supreme again. Oh, that is not what they wanted, because now already a 1-round win, and then round 2 already started off 9-0. That's a huge output in only, what, a minute and a half of play.
Yeah, that score is starting to look like the Appalachian Mountains here. Let's not turn them into the Rockies, huh? Let's keep it at a hill.
Yeah, it's looking a little rocky at the moment for Killer Orca Pod, but they're going to try and come back here. I mean, obviously more than enough time, but they definitely need to stabilize and find that rhythm again. Find that rhythm that they showed. You know, that made that first series between these two teams a 3-point match in both rounds.
Yeah, and that was a good setup there. That pass across there, intended for Filibust, just a little bit behind him, and he wasn't able to get to it, and then he just immediately turns around. And this is kind of one of those things I always talk about. Now Caden does pick this one up, but you got to be careful. Like when you're playing, there's top caliber teams in VRML. The thing that really sets them apart is they're able to punish every time you turn over. But nice back and forth there. Oh, grabbed there by Bonds to stop that one from going in. I think it had the trajectory.
Yeah, just a good job being in position to line up that grab, and lining up a second one too. Couldn't get the lineup on the shot, so they're going to back it out here, actually get the disc back for Killer Orca and attempt to get on the scoreboard. They do not want to go down by double digits, and if they get this fast enough boost, which they do, it's B-Love with the first 2 and on the scoreboard finally after a couple minutes here.
Yeah, that one, feeling some vengeance there on that shot. That was a great play, and B-Love getting in the back line to get that disc before the blue team. And there's a few in the bubble there, but no, he gets there first, pops that one in for the 2, gets Killer Orca Pod, or Cop, on the board.
But you saw, I mean, it seemed like even there on the stack that Killer Orca Pod still would have had some time to line up a walk-in shot, but the quickness from Team Orca, just right there with the quickness on the save as well, showing exactly why we're talking about the speed, we're talking about the skill, and these teams and the rosters just showing exactly what we expected of them as this grab comes through and actually slapped back out to the wedge.
That was a solid slap there by Crab. I've noticed because it's really easy when you're playing in the bubble as a goalie and you have to slap the disc away. It's really easy to slap it right to the other team or to somewhere where your team's having a race for it. But Farting Crab has a unique ability. I would definitely call it unique, where all his slaps are getting right to his teammates. And it's really working for his team. And whoa, a good stop there by B-Love. Some words.
Unhappy about it, but we'll see what they do on this turn around. More boosts coming fast from Team Orca, as well as the scores. They're trying to get ahead again, see if they can make it that double-digit lead we talked about. So there it goes indeed. Is Jay Walker hitting it off of the bounce. He grabs it, shoots it, makes it.
You know what I really like about that? It was Chocolate who sent that one in, and he boosts out with Jaywalker, and then Jaywalker gets the disc. Chocolate just beams at the goalie, knowing that Jay's going to want to take that shot. And whether or not Chocolate got a stun on that goalie, the fact that he's beaming in like that definitely creates a little bit more chaos, a little bit more stuff for that goalie to have to pay attention to, and makes it more difficult for him to get the save. That was a great play there.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it a reasonable amount from Team Orca the last couple of days of that shot. It was like, don't tell me that's in, because, again, it's ridiculous, the consistency. Even that one was so close. But nonetheless, Cruising gets it back for Killer Orca Pod. You got 4.5 remaining. They're down by 10 here and looking to score maybe on a 2-on-1. Make it more of a 1-on-1. Caden just walks it right into the goalie and underhands it.
Yeah, watching it live, watching it in the replay, knowing he's taking the shot, it's really easy to read. But watching it live, sorry. I said that when I say replay, I look over at the cast and I can see it on the delay, so I get to see it a second time. And watching it on the cast a second time, it was like, yeah, it's obviously a shot, but that's an opportunity. Be love. Wow.
Now I see where they were going with that for Team Orca. But the moment that they were cluttered by the 3 players, it was time to get rid of that disc. Just kind of held it out there on a platter and enabled this 3-point shot to just make that margin so much closer. 5-point match now.
Yes, it's going to be Team Orca. Oh, no. Jaywalker trying to send that one back, but it is going to be Buns to get the grab on that, sending that one up to Lit. Lit now under a lot of pressure and a good steal there. Cruising coming away with that one. Going to send this one in, bouncing it into the bubble. Gets very close to the goal. Not quite in, but they are there to recover. No goalie in, taking the shot. And Caden hits it. Good for the 3. And now this game that started out 9-0 is not a 2-point game. Team Orca only up by 2, 12-10 with just over 3 to go.
How about that turnaround? Just one little thing going astray, and the momentum shift is real. You can see that, that unfortunate turnover a couple plays ago, and then suddenly, look, they're struggling to even just get it to the other side again. That's what happens in terms of in any sport really, but just those momentum shifts, and you can see it happening here. And right now, man, Killer Orca Pod, they are definitely starting to kill it on the defensive end and turning it into offense.
Yeah, solid turnover there. Oh, Jaywalker going for that boop shot. You know he's good at those, and a good stop there by Cruising. But oh no, he misplays it. Now it's got to be Jaywalker, another opportunity, but a good grab there by B-Love.
Oh my goodness, that whole series of plays got me tense. Will it result in a 3 on the other side? Oh, it's absolute! No. It's a lead for Killer Orca Pod and Caden from B-Love. They're in love with this rhythm. What happened in just the last 2 minutes? This is crazy.
That was ridiculous. 40 meters out at 16 meters a second. Caden hitting that one to give Killer Orca Pod the lead here with the assist from B-Love. B-Love getting that save. So, that goal comes from an assist from the save. That's how far that play stretched. That was ridiculous from Killer Orca Pod.
It was more than Caden. It was great then. But Chocolate trying to find the cross pass. Will not be received at first, but off the bounce, taken. Really tough one, lined up. Cruising nice with the stuns on Supreme, but Chocolate even nicer. And now a miscommunication, zigging when he should have zagged, and instead gets back to the hands, and maybe some more offense coming in for Killer Orca Pod. Again, the shift in momentum, the shift into the goal, the 16-12 lead, a minute left. Could it be round 3 coming soon? Maybe, but they've got to hold tight.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. They've gotten 58 seconds, Team Orca does, to score 2 goals. They need a minimum of 2 goals. That's 30 seconds a goal. They have to be quick. They basically have 15 seconds to score a goal. Each goal, they have 15 seconds to score less than. So, yeah, they have to score very, very quickly if they don't want to go to a Game 3. I think we're very likely going to see a Game 3 here.
Looks like again, based on rhythm alone, it needs to happen quickly. Another anchor attempt. Now, we saw this at the end of that last match. Still the wherewithal to find that cross pass and a ding dunk. Why not? A slam dunking it in. Not sure if that was on purpose. I almost want to say it was, but either or, it was a goal.
Now, you saw they try to pull up the Joker train there. Jaywalker on the back of Chocolate. I'm now concerned for Chocolate. Somebody get in touch with his parents. I'm kidding, of course.
Look, worst case scenario here, just don't give up any threes. I mean, right now, goal is open, so you got to be super careful. Here it goes, a fast stack, going to pay dividends. You need to get into the goal. I mean, OT at the worst. Need to have a Hail Mary fling. One more, and doesn't score, so we will be going to round. Indeed, so, oh my goodness, round 3 coming.
Wow, man. Wow. That was an overtime goal if I've ever seen one, and it dings. I didn't see who took the shot, and I don't want to name and shame, but, man, you know, they feel the weight of that one. You know, I mean, that's one of those, oh, he's going to be thinking about that all day. But, you know, they're going to be coming back to it to win round 3 here. Team Orca, Chocolate, and Jaywalker, the way they boosted around at the end of that game to force that turnover, to give their team that opportunity, that was impressive. And I mean, that we were talking for the last 6 months about how quick Chocolate is with boosting. And I think this proves that it's not just his quickness. He is effective with his boosting. It's not just quickness. It's being able to turn on a dime. It's being accurate with your trajectories. And I've boosted with Jaywalker. I know how good of a booster Jaywalker is as well. I mean, he's one of those. I go super fast with him as well. He's a speed multiplier himself. And the two of them together, I think I'm going to start campaigning Chocolate to Joker. Chocolate to Joker. All right, that's enough.
Choker? I don't know. Anyway, round 3 is going to be on the way here. Team Orca, Killer Orca Pod. Glad to see it. That was intense. That was as close as you can possibly get, as Dimwee mentioned there. I mean, it was the look that they wanted, couldn't convert. But the key now for Team Orca is wiping that completely off the memory and coming back strong here, knowing that we've got ourselves a reset on the timer, on the scores, and yeah, it's right within the realm of reach for them to have a successful 3rd round if they don't tilt.
Oh, absolutely. And that pass, that was so close. That was a great pass, but just off the mark, just barely off the mark. And this one gets cleared all the way back into the Killer Orca Pod zone. Bit of a race for it. It is going to be cruising there first, but a steal. And another grab there. It's Supreme Buns going for that long shot. He hits it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Talk about depth of talent on your team. I just spent the last minute and a half talking about Chocolate and Jaywalker. Supreme Bonds was like, you are not going to forget me. And then Farting Crab in the bubble. Like, this is ridiculous. Team Orca, you're stacked, guys. It's not fair.
All right, well, great start for them. And it was Buns dropping it like it's hot. And B-Love takes this disc here on the side, uncontested right now, going for that slow rollout, which is sometimes a common theme for a B-Love team. They like definitely waiting for the pressure on the defense before they move up the floor. That said, holding on to it a bit long there, couldn't find a teammate. So instead, maybe a momentum shift underway here if they can score again for Team Orca, but unable, at least right now, as B-Love does get the pass and right back to the other side.
If you sleep on Chocolate, you're gonna get Choco hit, huh? You like that? How's that one? How's that one? I think that one's pretty good.
Your puns, they're Choco fit, I guess, as that fits right into the goal for a perfectly placed shot from Cruisin' like a puzzle. And 3-3 with that hustle.
You know, I came out with a pretty good pun there, and he just had to 1-up me. He had to 3-up me. That was 3 in a row. The first one being a response to mine, that is not fair. You know what? I'm muting. I am muting myself.
Muting yourself? That's not very conducive to casting. Well, rip to Dimwee. I'm sure he'll rejoin us here in a moment as I think about what I've done. Chocolate, though, thinking about that pass. Very nice to Supreme.
What a setup. Chocolate crossing that one to Buns right in the pocket, in the crease. That's what they call it in hockey, so I'm stealing it. He's right in the crease there. Supreme Buns popping that one in for the 2, and Team Orca going up by 2.
But okay, we're talking about Buns, so maybe right in the grease? I don't know. Our Buns, never mind, I'm not going to go. Anyways, Cruisin' is going to pass it over here to B-Love. See, those are one of the puns where I have to be very careful with my wording. So anyways, Caden is going to go in, and it's a 5-5 tie-up once more.
Everybody take note. Caden loves those underhand shots, and he's really good at them. Look at that. That's another one. Sends that one underhand to the top side of the goal on that goalie. You know, that's so hard to read as a goalie. You're looking to stop that low, And at least if it's coming underhand, you're looking to stop it kind of low. That's where you're putting your hands.
Right.
I would have expected a hook shot, but no, he pops it in, and beautiful shot there from Cade.
And so the rhythm here is much more even. Neither team looking heavily advantaged in terms of just the whole flow of their game. I mean, both teams getting their scores, both teams getting some defense in, and this is much more of an even start at least. And what 3.5 minutes off the clock, so we still got some time to spare and see. First team who makes a run in these types of games could be the one who ends up winning after this much time expires.
Ooh, what a setup! Look, I mean, Chocolate saying his name again, man.
Yeah.
That setup, and it's not just a goal. Look at that goal. Look at the replay. You can't, but
I won't get the goal though.
that he's right in front of the goal there. Jay Walker's used to hitting those kinds of passes, and so he has no trouble hitting them. And Chocolate has no trouble handling it. That was phenomenal there. I'm staying on it. Chocolate to Joker. Chocolate to Joker.
Dimwey's a joker as Caden watching. No, you were Synapse, but now you just take naps. Alas, Filibust with the disc here, trying to avoid Supreme Buns, and not successfully because Supreme, a steal, and maybe that rhythm shift I talked about, because if they can't get it to the other side here, I mean, Orca off of 2 nice cross-pass plays in a row, you don't want to give them another feel-good play. And yeah, Farting Krabby's going to grab that easily from the goal.
Yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment there by Crab to make sure he stays back in that goal there so they don't get those long shots, because a couple of their shots. Oh, another one. Look at that. Ooh, off the post.
Double.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You made me go, what's the word, falsetto? I don't know. They need a resetto because that was super unfortunate of a shot, but they pulled ahead by 1 because of it. My goodness.
That was something. I don't know who was in goal there. Wasn't able to get the grab on any of those objects, so he got caught out. But, man, that was yeah, I actually saw one of those the other day, and I remember commenting on I was like, how often do you see that? And we just saw it there. That's yeah. Everyone go play the lotto. Don't play big. Just play small. Play small today.
I gotta go big, man. If I don't know, if you're in actually no, because this is Echo and no gambling allowed. But you know what? Stealing it there, no stealing allowed. That's also illegal. And Jay Walker, another illegal thing, walking it in for the 1-up to go 1-up over Killer Orcapod.
Yeah, that was a great recovery there by Jay. He sends that initial one in. It bounces off, but he's right there. He's right there to get that bounce. That was yeah, I want to call it lucky, but with players like that, man, it happens so often. It's one of those, like, you got to be good to get lucky. You know what I mean? You got to be good to get lucky. You got to be lucky to be good.
Yeah,
and Jay's good.
It's never a mistake. It applies to Jay. It applies to pretty much all the Joker players, honestly. They have an uncanny way of getting all the traditionally unlikely things just to go their way, and it's by design. They know what they're doing.
I'm pretty sure we just saw someone attempt a cloud shot. I don't know how. We got to start saying it. Do not try that at home. Do not stop. The cloud shot is not one. Zach hit it once. He's hit it a couple times, and we've seen it a couple times. But come on.
Yeah, I've seen several like in season 1. I saw several attempts. As far as cloud shots that have gone in since preseason, I think there's been 3. I want to say. And I'm fairly sure 2 of them were by Infinite/Synapse. 1 was by someone else, can't recall, as that shot just narrowly misses and off the backboard.
It's become one of those shots. Like, everybody wants that on their highlight reel, and people are gonna start taking it to the detriment of their own team. Remember that, guys. It is to the detriment of your team to take. And that ding's a detriment to Killer Orcapod.
Until the consistency comes, anyways. At the moment, like I said, it's a shot you see every now and then. I don't see it go in too much. I don't doubt its viability at some point, but it's definitely one you got to be super confident in making it a high percentage. Either way, those Supreme Buns, they're up by 1. There's 2:27 left. A good stun and a slap out by Filibust to the deep end of the pool as that goes very close to the goal and then rolls out to the side wall, taken back by Supreme again.
Look at that. It looks like Crab is effectively playing perma goalie here. Just not going to let You know, that's a really good adjustment. I got to be honest, because Killer Orca Pod in round two was definitely hitting a lot of those long shots, and then there was that one that kind of snuck its way in just a short time ago. So they're not taking any chances on those long shots here, and it's working out for them, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, here we are, crunch time, round 3. Dodging, juking around, Jay Walker looking for the shot angle, but maybe didn't see the defenders behind that Geo there. Either way, a ambitious shot, and will be had right back, though, by Jay Walker. So there's that speed, undoing any errors and getting to the disc first.
Yeah, that he got a little, oh, no. Oh, another close one. But Jay, it looked like he got a little overconfident after those smooth jukes on the ceiling there. Went for a really ambitious shot, and yeah, there's not a lot of players I would trust taking that shot with that many defenders in front.
And Chocolates in the back getting the reset. Working up the floor, 1 minute left, but a missed opportunity, kind of unforced. The clear, a bit soft, but we'll get there. Maybe intercepted indeed, just waiting right there in the perfect spot. And now looking for some more trains. Got to be careful as the disc just goes astray from right to left and goes to Chocolate's hands. Jay Walker spinning around. Another anchor shot. Going to be saved out. That's an important grab from Filibus with 43 seconds left, and they must get back into this end and score very, very soon. Late in this round, big-time plays coming through from Filibus, though.
Yeah, that was absolutely clutch there from Filibust. Now it's 28 seconds. Cruzen sending that one up there, looking for Caden, or Filibust again, but that one's just off the mark. It's going to be handled there by somebody on Team Orca. Slap back out, but Cruzen now 20 seconds ago, moving in off that back line. Killer Orca Pod in possession here, trying to move it in. Currently down by 1. They just need 1 goal here to get the win. Belov crossing over to Filibust. He takes a shot, he hits it. That's a game. Killer Orca Pod has won.
Filibusted for the defense on the offense. No nonsense, he just dropped them. And Killer Orca Pod did just that. Their namesake, they killed Team Orca Pod, and they're moving on to the finals here of Seal.
You know, as I was calling it, I saw Cruzen on the back line, and he started taking his time there, and it started making me nervous. I was like, bro, you're running out of time, but no. He passes that one up. He gets that one up, Cruzen to Belov over to Filibust, and Filibust bottom corner pocket, dinging it on the way in. You don't get hotter than that, ladies and gentlemen. That was a beautiful shot to win the game. Oh, Filibust, put that on your, you got to put that on your Parma reel, man. That was beautiful. I know you're watching this, buddy. That was beautiful.
That was a crazy, crazy clutch from Filibust and from all of Killer Orca. Just, you saw, first of all, they backed it out there, on that last possession. You said maybe a little too long, and yeah, it was getting a little tight. But the main idea there is, okay, they figured, all right, we got ourselves a reset. We got a little bit of time. The main thing is we don't want to leave time on the clock at this point for Team Orca to come back after that and then score again for a game winner. So they drained a little bit of extra clock once they got that reset. Found the pass, and yeah, just left no time on the board to recover. So that was just very nice clock management. That was very nice mental management, emotional management, to just hunker down and do exactly what they needed to do in order to secure that victory. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was incredibly clutch. I mean, and it was all of them. Filibust, though, man, he was that there was a big save at the other end, right? Wasn't that oh, now I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, it was yeah. Filibust had the save as well. Filibust had the save.
Yeah, that's right. It was an anchor shot from Jay. Jay Walker took an anchor shot from the pillar. A shot I've seen him take 1,000,000 times. I've seen him make 1,000,000 times. And those anchor shots are so hard to stop as a goalie. I can tell you firsthand. But Filibust gets a stop, and then he gets the winning goal. Yeah. Oh man, if that isn't a case for game MVP, I mean, despite everything else we saw in the game, to be the clutch in the moment, to be the guy. You know what I mean? That's I give Filibust MVP.
Now what they say, that old Ric Flair saying, because I know